The Attorney General of Washington, D.C. is suing Amazon on antitrust grounds. He claims the company used its monopoly power to keep retailers on its platforms from selling products cheaper elsewhere. NBC News business reporter LETICIA Miranda joins us now to walk us through the filing. Good morning. Thanks for being here. So let's start with what the D.C. Attorney General is alleging here. What is in this lawsuit?
Right. So the D.C. Attorney General is accusing Amazon of using what's called a fair pricing policy, that all third-party sellers who sell on Amazon, they make up 50%, actually more than 50% of all sales on Amazon. They need to agree to this fair pricing policy in order to sell on the platform. But in order to do that, this policy requires them to say, I will not sell this product any cheaper on any other platform. I will only sell it as cheaply or as expensively as it is available on Amazon. So the Attorney General is saying that fair pricing policy, which third-party sellers are bound to in order to sell on the world's or the country's largest e-commerce website, is lifting up the prices across the website and also across other online retailers. So that's kind of the heart of the issue is sort of this this contract and this dynamic between third-party sellers and Amazon.
And LETICIA, so I'm wondering how Amazon's responded to the lawsuit, but also, I mean, the fact that the Attorney General from the nation's capital sues them and, I mean, the stock barely even moves. What does that say about this case, about the power of Amazon, how much investors believe in the company? Just kind of walk us through what's going on the Amazon side of things.
Yeah, so the fact that the shares haven't, well, Amazon says our third-party sellers set their price, which is true. But at the same time, they have this fair pricing policy. So third-party sellers are kind of stuck in this very kind of odd position where in order to sell on the site, they have to agree that they're not going to sell it any cheaper anywhere else to compete with Amazon. Yeah, and the fact that the shares didn't budge, I think kind of attests to partially the confidence in the company, but also the way that antitrust laws are made here in the United States. And there has been some discussion about and some challenges to the way that antitrust laws have been developed in that framework. Antitrust laws in its very simplest form say that, if a company is offering the cheapest price to consumers, then that's really what matters. It doesn't really matter if there's, if a company is using its monopoly to abuse consumers. And there's, of course, higher discussions than I would be able to have here around the theory around that. But that's part of it. And also, Amazon has been challenged on this front before. Some of that litigation, at least here in the U.S., has kind of fizzled out and hasn't really developed into any kind of enforcement action yet. So I think that might be why, investors are kind of waiting and seeing what actually comes out of this lawsuit.
All right. LETICIA Miranda, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.